Sitting in front of us is the brand new LEGO Star Wars Ahsoka Tano Duel of Peridea. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a full analysis from LEGO minifigures to box art to the actual design of this LEGO set, and of course, talking about our favorite, the price point, all within this short review LEGO video. So if that interests you, stick around, hit that subscribe button if you're new, like today's video, and let's jump straight on into it, because honestly, for this 55 LEGO Star Wars August 1st release, we have a lot to talk about. But make sure to stick around to the end of today's video where we decide and talk about the dollar value at that $55 price tag. But let's jump straight on into it, starting with a massive thank you to the LEGO group for gifting us this set for review. And of course, that had no impact on my full thoughts about this set because, truthfully, with the minifigs included, which we'll take a look at, this was definitely a day one buy for me. Starting with the first LEGO minifigure is the Ahsoka Tano. I will say I absolutely love these lightsabers. They are very much a translucent color, kind of give off the gray vibes slash whites that it looks really good on this table, but it really does go along with the show, the real life show that has been produced for Ahsoka Tano season 1. I think this minifigure looks absolutely fantastic, and I will say there's some really great details such as the arm printing, her hairpiece looks good, the torso, the legs, all in all, a really solid minifigure. And that pulls us into the next minifigure, which of course is the return of Ezra Bridger. After watching Rebels, I feel like there's many years where a lot of Star Wars fans were in hope to see the reveal and redemption of seeing Ezra in the future. And of course, in Ahsoka, we saw in season 1 Ezra Bridger's return. And I will say the minifig does look real good. However, I feel like his eyes are a little bit overdone in that super blue color. Holy heck, those are pretty bright. I kind of feel like the boys, they're kind of procasting Homelander from the boys. But overall, solid minifig. His printing looks pretty good, and for the most part, really does resemble Ezra. So nice to get a new minifig of Ezra. Moving forward, we do have our witch, Morgan Elsbeth. I will say this, her weapon here is absolutely amazing. I kind of wish, what you're already thinking, probably should have seen a dartsaber in that mold already, but we haven't. However, this definitely gives us hope for the future. So again, getting Morgan Elsbeth, again, being an exclusive minifig is a definite win in this. We did watch Tales of the Empire here not too long, and seeing how Morgan grew up a little bit definitely gave me some more respect for this minifig, and to own it in my collection now is definitely a good feeling inside of this set. Of course, the most anticipated LEGO minifigure is probably Grand Admiral Thrawn, being in his, of course, blue skin tone color. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the older Thrawn minifig from the Phantom back in many years ago. I do have a copy from my uncle, but I should have got that for today's video, but that is all right. We've seen some images online. I will say, in addition to the old Thrawn, the notable differences are the skin tone. His color is a little bit darker, but or lighter, and I think that does look really good. I'm honestly really impressed with that blue tone color. He does have dual printed legs, and I think that's a huge win for the Grand Admiral Thrawn minifig included in this set. And then one of the notable differences from the past Thrawn is his hairpiece. So this one is black hair, and in his past self, he has his dark blue hairpiece. So regardless, a very solid minifigure, great inclusion in the set, and probably going to be a fan favorite. The next minifig is going to be the Night Trooper, and overall, I think a lot of people are kind of bashing this because the Stormtrooper helmet here, it is the, what they call, in quote, Family Guy looking helmet, and is a little too beefy, but to be honest with you, I think it offers a lot of detail and looks really good. And on top of that, something they didn't have to do was add the zombie minifigure head to this to actually make him a possessed Night Trooper from, being from Morgan's spell, right? Overall, again, a solid minifigure. I'm pretty impressed and very happy with all the details that LEGO included in just about every one of these 5 minifigs. If we take a look at the actual Duel on Peridea, the actual set, it's pretty simple and straightforward. It has some play features that LEGO decided to include, which we'll take a look at just a second. But first off, the final duel battle scene, I overall think's really good. I know there's going to be some complaints about all these sticker elements, as all of these printed pieces are stickers. I will say one that is always difficult are these round-edged ones. Those are definitely pretty difficult to put on, especially if you have some OCD like myself. myself, where they're not always going to be perfectly straight. But overall, I think there's a pretty hard bargain and compromise after speaking with my good friend JB Brick Fanatics. I'm going to give him a shout out here because his attention to detail and kind of just speaking with him about sets like this is pretty impressive. And he's like, one thing I'm going to note and kind of quote from him a little bit is, Lego's definitely sacrificing on including so many stickers and not printing these so we can get 5 really good minifigures. And when you put it in that way, I'm going to be honest, getting minifigs like the zombie headpiece inside of the Night Trooper or even the dual printed legs of Thrawn, I think that's a major win in comparison to having a few stickers on more or less a set that most AFOLs are not going to be super interested in. But on top of that, if you take a look at the build, it has some play features that are, I guess, pretty notable here. You could place a minifig in this little stand right here and pop him down, and you can basically launch the Night Trooper or any other minifig. So that one is pretty sweet. We do have a little battle scene over here that you can place 2 minifigs on, and then maybe 1 minifig in the middle to kind of battle. This one does not have any tabs or any special play features to turn it. You just literally have to rotate it with your hand. However, there are 2 knobs on the actual build where you can rotate these and kind of do a battle scene. So a better look at that is just this little gear plate. I almost wish if you're gonna do something like this, maybe just have one little section and tie all the gears together where all 3 minifigs rotate at once. That's just maybe a different way of doing it, but regardless, still a pretty cool feature that LEGO decided to add inside of this one. If we go ahead and rotate this set around, to be honest, I like that they added a few more details on the back. It's just something with what, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, like these little poles here. Like if you're looking at it from the back or from the side, it just adds that little detail that like Lego actually put some thought into it. So I thought that was kind of a win. Now the actual pole flap things here, they kind of go up and down, but for the most part give the angle that is actually pretty much movie or show accurate to the Duel on Peridea scene. Now I will say this, since my box art doesn't say it, the box looks absolutely beautiful, but mine doesn't say the piece count, and this set comes with 382 pieces, absolutely obliterating the standard of 10 cents price per piece ratio of a Lego set. But I think it's pretty clear that's notable because you are getting 5 exclusive minifigures inside of this Lego set. Well, they're exclusive at the time. Who knows what the future is in store? Again, I'm going to say for the $55 price tag that this set offers, after looking at all the details, all the minifigures of the set, I personally would be buying this set for the minifigures. I wouldn't be so much interested in the build, probably like yourself for at least a lot of fans. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't change my mind. I'm a huge Rebels fan, so this for me was going to be an absolute day one buy, considering all the minifigs that are included. And truthfully, considering that they are exclusive, the $55 threshold for me is kind of a bargain for the 5 exclusive. I think that's a pretty reasonable price point. It can always be cheaper. We're always a deals channel. I'm expecting it to go on a little maybe $45 kick later on in the future, but if you're a day one fan and have to have it, I think that MSRP price is a little bit on point with considering the original Thrawn minifig is over $55 to begin with on the resale market. So if you're putting it in perspective like that, I think this set is a major win, and I really do highly recommend it. With that being said, I would love to keep an alternative here. There is always a potential Lego remakes a set and include some of these minifigures. And for that instance, and for that case, that would definitely hit home and probably bring the value of this set down significantly later on in the future. But honestly, Lego is a private company, and I have no idea what they're going to do in the future. But again, with the obvious rumor or announcement of Ahsoka Season 2 in the later on future years to come, there is potential we see remakes of Lego sets, including some of the minifigures, and obviously leaving at the end of Season 1, Thrawn and Ezra. I mean, the whole time lore is not over yet, so it's likely these characters play a significant role inside the Star Wars universe and lore later on in the future. But anyways, that's a whole other topic for a different video. We just wanted to focus on this one, and I think we did a pretty good job covering it, but I would encourage your feedback in the comments below, and of course, let me know in the comments, will you be picking this up day one? Are you going to wait for a deal, or is it a Lego set that's just not for you? Me being a Rebels fan, like I said, this was a day one buy for me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Cristo from Stud City. Love you guys. Hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.